Hey everybody, Dr. G here. I'm a licensed clinical psychologist and personality disorder expert, and today we're talking about Taylor Swift's song Antihero and how it relates to narcissism in relationships. Taylor Swift's song Antihero deals with anxieties and insecurities, and I want to talk about 5 different lyrics that really show how narcissists can affect people in relationships and how they can have a negative impact on your self-image and your mental health. The first lyric we're going to look at is, "I have this thing where I get older, but just never wiser." This probably feels familiar to people that have been in or are in a relationship with a narcissist. Things never change. One of the things that makes a narcissist is they are not flexible, they are not adaptable. Just because something is harmful to you or just because something is painful or challenging for you is not enough to make them change. So things never change. You have all these great ideas about how the relationship could be better. You have all these wonderful ideas about what you could do to make things better and to make you guys closer, and it never works. Things stay the same. And that's because narcissists are not capable of adapting to change to make things better. And we're going to get more into why that is as we go through the rest of these lyrics. The next lyric I want to look at is, "Did you hear my covert narcissism? I might disguise it as altruism." Now, I didn't take this at face value because I don't think that the perspective of the person in this song is a narcissist. I think that they might believe they are, because if you're with a narcissist, surprise, surprise, they're going to tell you that you are one. They project all the time. You hear the word gaslighting probably, and that's a large part of what they do. They will try to convince you that anything you do for yourself is narcissism. Anytime you pay attention to yourself or do anything for yourself, which is a healthy thing to do, is you being a narcissist. So I've had plenty of people come in and say that their spouse tells them they're a narcissist, when in fact it is the spouse that's the narcissist, not them. And it can be very confusing. It's confusing for people's identities. But what I'll tell you is that for people that are narcissists, they're not going to ask themselves this question. They're not going to call themselves a covert narcissist. One of the challenging things about being with a narcissist is that they lie and manipulate so well. And we oftentimes project our positive feelings onto other people. So it's really, truly hard for us to believe how easily they lie and manipulate other people, and how they have no problem with it, because we assume that they have the same kind of empathy that we do, and they have none. They are not capable of empathy. So lying, manipulating, hurting, they actually feel good about that oftentimes because it makes them feel in control. They don't care if they're lying and hurting people, and that's a really hard thing to recognize. That's part of the reason people get deeply into relationships with these folks, because they think, oh, we can get past our differences, when in all reality, narcissists are just going to continue to use and abuse and emotionally punish you. The next lyric we're going to look at is, "One day I'll watch as you're leaving because you got tired of my scheming." Once again, if you're the victim of a narcissist, you're constantly going to be told everything is your fault. And if I leave, it's your fault. And I'm going to leave and it's going to be because of you. I'm trying so hard and it's your fault, and so on and so forth. The narcissist will blame you and make you at fault for everything. The fourth lyric is, "I should not be left to my own devices. They come with prices and vices." And to me, the victim of narcissistic abuse truly starts to believe that they can't make decisions on their own. They can't be trusted to make their own decisions. The reason why is that the narcissist loves the idea that people cannot be calm and comfortable, that you can't feel settled. If they see you sitting back and enjoying yourself, enjoying TV, just feeling relaxed, they're going to find a way to create drama, to try to make you feel guilty, to start an argument. They'll find any way to disrupt the comfort that you find in life, because they're incapable of truly feeling it themselves. The last lyric I want to look at is, "I'm the problem. It's me. At tea time, everybody agrees." And so, if you are the victim of a narcissist, you are going to feel like you're the problem. They're constantly going to be giving you that message. But a true narcissist cannot recognize this. They do not have the insight to recognize that they are in fact a problem. So oftentimes with victims of narcissistic abuse, the narcissist will tell them, everybody's talking about you, everybody knows all these bad things about you. It truly does make somebody start to feel like a monster. And it starts to make them question everything they do. And it gives the narcissist total control over the way they think and the way they feel. A narcissist is never able to internalize responsibility. It always has to be anything or everyone else that causes any problems. For example, let's say that you're with a narcissist and they stub their toe. They're not going to go, "Oh wow, I was clumsy, I should have watched where I was walking." They would have said, "You were in my way," or "You shouldn't have left that there," or "Why did you let me stub my toe? Why did you make that happen?" And they truly will think that it's everybody else's fault. anything that happens, they are a perpetual victim to the rest of the world, even though they also think that they're the most amazing person in the world, that they're special. It's a very common theme with narcissists. But you're going to see with these folks that every time they're going to blame everybody else but themselves for any and every problem. I hope my analysis of Taylor Swift's song Antihero has helped you better understand the impact that narcissists have in relationships. Now, if you're in a relationship that has high conflict, or if you're in a relationship with a narcissist, I highly recommend that you take my quiz that I'm putting in the description. It gives you an idea of the impact that this relationship may be having on you. And please feel free to comment below if there's experiences that you relate to that I've talked about in this video. And in addition to that, if there's other things you want me to cover, I would love to hear what those are. Please feel free to comment those as well. And if you have time, like and subscribe. And I want to just remind you of one last thing, because we're talking about some pretty heavy stuff. I just want you to remember that you can handle anything. All right. Thanks for watching.